Hey ladies, disappointing vlog today. We always have, we're always gonna have bad days. It's just the way of the world. All I did was not, I didn't even read this today. I read this last night. I read 32 pages of The Unwomanly Face of War by Svetlana Alexievich? God, don't ask me how to pronounce it. Which is a non-fiction about women's experience in World War II, which is totally like minimized these stories. Um, and yeah, I read 32 pages. And it was not even the book, it was the introduction. I just read the introduction. And basically, that was her experience of like growing up. Because I think she's from Belarus. I'm pretty sure. Um, oh no, she was born in Ukraine. Oh, but she spent most of her life in the Soviet Union, in present day Belarus. So she just talks about growing up and how everyone just talked about war and everyone talked about death, and like this was just her life, and she just couldn't imagine not hearing these stories. And most of these stories were told by women, not by men. And so she hears all these stories, coming out, and they're just primarily focused on men. And she's like, okay, I'm just going to write my own book. And then she did that. And the introduction has like notes and things that she censored and things that were forcibly censored because the Soviet Union, this was 83. So this wasn't really a free country. So she did what she could. And mostly like these censors were like, the story that you're telling is not emphasizing how our country, we're heroes. You're not telling a very heroic story. And the story she's telling is something very real and very true and very honest, and it's horrible. And she really wants to emphasize war is bad. Oh, crazy. Censor her. And that's basically what I have gotten so far. I haven't even gotten to like the actual. I'm at the first page. I haven't even gotten there yet. But so far, maybe this is like a translation issue. Oh, speaking of the translators, Richard Pever and Larissa Volokonski, butchered that too. They are a couple who translate books, and they are like award-winning translators. Like I think they've done a lot of Dostoevsky, a lot of Tolstoy. I think they've even won an award for the Brothers Karamazov, their translation of it. So they're award-winning guys, but it's hard to tell like from the introduction if it's a translation issue, because there's like constant like ellipses, and it's just like it's like the prose is like constantly stuttering, and it's just like not smooth. And it's hard to tell if it's because there are more notes and like journal entries and like actual stories. And I don't know if it's just like a style choice. If it is, I don't like it. So I suppose we'll see, the more I read, how I'll feel about it. I have some other notes that I've like gotten from it, even just from the introduction, because there's a lot to say. Women, am I right? But I think I'm gonna wait until I've gotten a little bit further and have a little bit more examples of what she's talking about. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to read more tonight. I'm kind of tired. So there's that. I don't really have any more reading updates. I'm kind of boring as hell. I have poison oak on my body. Sad face. Just on my legs. I almost called the cops on someone today. I got a lot of Spanish books in today, which was kind of baller. Let's go. Thank you, Allie, for bringing all your books in. You're the goat. Yeah, that's about all I got. Oh, I got a couple books from work today. Actually, let's do a little haul. Ugh. Okay. We got Where It Was From by Joan Didion. This is a memoir of hers, nonfiction. I read Played as a Lathe from Joan Didion, and I thought it was incredible, so I'll just read everything that she writes. Girl Boss. We got Die My Love and Feeble Minded. I believe she's an Argentinian author. Ariana Horowitz. Probably butchered that too. The person who brought these in, she said she hated these, which is really funny. But this is like by the same publishing company that published or publishes Claudia Pinheiro's books. So if I liked that, if I like Delena Knows, maybe I'll like this. This is also a fucking movie. Man, good for these guys. And I got Loved and Missed by Susie Voigt. This is a New York Review Books book, but this is just their regular publishing house. I know they do classics, but this is just a regular one. And then we got Desert Solitaire by Edward Abbey. This is his nonfiction. I think he writes mostly fiction. And this is just a very like angry, just like discussion on how we're destroying the planet. In like oil and such. I think there's like an introduction to this as well. Oh, dude, let me show this off. There's amazing pieces. Oh, someone did a lot of underlining. You see? Incredible. And yeah, I read the introduction, yeah, to this, and I thought it was like totally relatable, and I love the way he wrote. I know Jenny read this. I don't know how she felt about it, but usually when people are super angry, especially about nature, she sort of isn't really about it. She wants more happy things and how nature is beautiful. But I think this is an important book. I can't remember if I have this on my read book every year list. I think maybe it was a contender, but I'm unsure if I put it on the list. I guess we'll fucking find out. No Will Spin tonight, unfortunately. I'm slow. I'm gonna try my best to read tonight. Oh, I got a mic. I don't know how it sounds. It could just sound like shit. I suppose we'll find out. Dude, you're probably gonna hear the hell out of my earrings. Fuck. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Sorry about the disappointing vlog. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.